Well, I would have to say Biggie because my dad used to be like, I grew up 5 blocks away from him. You see that building right there? That's where Biggie grew up. And she'd be like, when you walk in here, you don't walk like you're in Florida. You walk like you're in New York. And she's like, and that's how you need to approach math. You just need to do it and not take your time or waste other people's time, which was so crazy.
Baby.
Iconic.
I'm like, bro.
And I hate to say this, but I really was the best thing about you. And I'm like not there anymore. But that was just me thinking about, I know, horrible.
What's up, y'all? It's your homie Dan from Sounds of the Cosmos. Once again, we got the one and only Hennessey here.
Hello.
She's an artist. She's dope, man. Just tell everybody who you are, what you do, because you low-key don't need an introduction, but I'm gonna let you handle that.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hennessey. I'm a singer, songwriter, part-time actress, full-time pop star, and I'm here, and I'm very grateful to be here.
Period.
Period.
I had to throw it out there. I just throw it out there. Period. That's dope, man. That's dope. Full-time pop star, artist, songwriter, singer-songwriter. It's dope. It's dope. I love it. We've done a few records here at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Love working with her. She's dope. She's dope. So I brought her on today to let you guys know who she is and what she does. So, first question. We're gonna go through a list of questions like usual. Y'all just gonna get to know her. Y'all ready? Cause I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So, first question, because I think we had this conversation when one of the first times you came to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But what actually got you into music? Like what how what caused? What was the catalyst to be like, all right, I'm gonna do some fucking music?
Oh, I really don't know, but music has always been a very big part of my life. From both of my parents, they just always had music constantly playing. Right. When I was younger and YouTube first came out in like 2005, my brother would put on YouTube and on Yahoo Music, because Yahoo used to have a music page, and that was like one of the only ways we'd watch music videos if it wasn't on TV. And I think I just remember like watching those artists and their videos look like they were having such a good time.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Time out. I just thought about that. Yo, Yahoo really did have a music page.
Yeah, you remember the Yahoo Music page?
Wow, they really did.
I watched everything, like the Pussycat Dolls, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, just that was before people were like making content. Like that's literally all you would watch. And I just became like obsessed. And that's something me and my siblings always do. And then
we getting old.
Right.
We getting old because because why was that shit like almost 25, what's that, almost 25 years ago, right?
Yeah. I'm 24.
Yeah, 2005 is right.
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
20 years ago, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Which is crazy. And now we have all of this. But I feel like that's what started it for me. And then like, I don't know, in third grade, I would just start writing about trees and singing about that. And I don't know, my sister was singing, so I was singing. Mm-hmm. And music was just always around. And my father's from Brooklyn, and he always said like music is such a big part of Brooklyn. And he had a lot of pride in that. So he was always making sure we listened to New York rap music and making sure this is where this is from and not that other stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. That's dope. Yo, so like who's your father playing? Like
my father was playing everything. Since he is Puerto Rican, salsa was really big, but my father was obsessed with Biggie, obsessed with Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. He used to play a lot of older rap music, obviously Wu-Tang. I believe Wu-Tang is from Staten Island. He would be like, that's, rap is such essentially like a New York thing. And obviously I'm not a rapper, but I mean, like listening to what they were writing, and they were just authentically themselves
Yeah.
over some fire ass beats.
Yeah.
And it was just things that stuck in your head and it shaped people. And I don't know, I fell in love with that. And I fell in love with people expressing themselves and making it sound cool.
Yo, so okay. So out of all of them, who was your favorite, you think? I know it's a hard question.
Oh, well, I would have to say Biggie because my dad used to be like, I grew up 5 blocks away from him. You see that building right there? That's where Biggie grew up. Like, because my dad's from Sunset Park, but he used to like take us around. So
What the fuck?
it'd be, yeah, crazy.
Nah.
But, so I would have to say that. Also, like the 10 crack commandments, like hearing that for the first time. And like,
dope, bro.
you know, like you're in Crooklyn now. Like just certain words and phrases just stuck with me. But I would have to say Biggie, although the music is very violent. I'm not a violent person.
Yeah, yo,
But
I'm not.
it just stays with you.
I'm not gonna front. I had a Biggie phase. I definitely had a.
I think everyone here had a Biggie phase.
Everybody had a Biggie phase.
Right.
Everybody had a Biggie phase.
Mad disrespectful. Or like a
I hope they're
Fuji's.
right.
Hope you're okay, but like, damn. No,
Interrupting our damn podcast.
Right.
The fuck.
Or like a Fuji's phase, a Lauryn Hill phase.
Oh yeah.
Everyone definitely had those.
Yeah.
Had like a Mary J. Blige phase for longest. Still in my
100%.
Toni Braxton phase. That's never going away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love
for
Miss Toni
certain,
Braxton.
For certain. I had a Tupac phase, Jay-Z phase.
Jay-Z forever.
Yeah,
like to this day.
The way I don't know, like for me, like out of the New York rappers, I would say Tupac, but he don't really count because he ended up representing. He's from New York.
He was born in New York. I thought he was from California.
No, you didn't know that? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah. He's from New York. And then later on, obviously, he started representing, you know, the West Coast and stuff like that. So I really wouldn't count him as a New York rapper.
Yeah,
but he was born in New York. He was New York,
right?
New York all the way. But Jay-Z it's in between Jay-Z. Yep. See.
Yeah. You can't see, but
yeah.
Drew behind us, the cameraman, he's agreeing.
Drew looked it up. Yeah, he confirmed it. Yeah. But for me, it's always been in between Nas and Jay-Z for me. And for me, me personally, it's gonna be Jay-Z because Jay-Z is just fucking dope.
There's a lot. There's the Black Album is obviously iconic.
The Blueprint,
which Nicki Minaj later had the pink print. So it was like very, you know, her.
There's no skips.
What she was Emily. Yeah.
There's no skips on that album. Like every song works.
I remember when I was younger, I think I was living in Florida, maybe by the time this song came out, but when he did the Encore remix with, what's that band? Linkin Park. Yeah. I listened to that verse religiously. Thank you, far too kind. Like, stop me. I literally listened to that all the time.
Yeah, what I really like, he experimented a lot. There was a lot of shit that I was like, this don't even sound right. But then like you got to give him credit because it's like, bro, really sat there and pushed what was possible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he really pushed, like, all right, let me see if I can rap over a dubstep beat or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that he did.
Oh my God, wait. What is the album that I'm flaking on with the song Tom Ford? His 2013 album. I'm flaking on that. It's like a gray cover. I think Holy Grail's also on that album. But the song Tom Ford, I was like, yeah, he's just making anything happen. Iconic.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout out to
Jay-Z. But yeah, so all right, so we talked about, you know, your influences. We talked about what inspired you. You know, what's like, who is like your inspirations, like non-musically? Like who would who inspired you to like really create what you create? And like how did that influence, how did that have like a part in what you write?
Non-musically, I would have to really shout out my 7th grade English teacher, Miss Moore. She actually lives in Brooklyn now, which is crazy because she was my teacher when I lived in Florida. I haven't seen her forever though. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Miss Moore.
Happy birthday, Miss Moore.
Happy birthday, Miss Moore. I remember being in her class, and when I went to school in Florida, um there were not many kids that looked like me where I lived. And they like literally still had like Confederate flags up and stuff like that. And I
Oh.
think like being in her presence reminded me a lot of my mom. She's a gorgeous, amazing Black woman that was so educated. And I like, and she was from New York. So
Right.
I felt like I just related to her in that sense that like she had a similar background of like my parents and like the way that she spoke. But I remember being in 7th grade and we had read the play A Raisin in the Sun, which, if I'm not mistaken, wait, is that the play? Or is the poem called A Raisin in the Sun? I'm forgetting. But the original piece is by Langston Hughes. And oh, I'm forgetting the period, but I believe it's the early 1920s in New York where we see a lot of African Americans expressing artistically, and we get the blues and we get all of these amazing pieces. And I remember reading that and that really striking me
Yeah.
about this whole play, and then eventually the movie, I think it's on YouTube, of just someone making that out of their mind, out of a real life experience. And I was just really inspired by that. And I think writing in general, for me, anyone that has written a book or a poem, a play, an article, like being able to articulate your thoughts in such an organized manner, but make it pretty.
Right.
That really inspired me. Also have another
like that.
teacher,
I like that.
my math teacher when I was in 6th grade in Florida. She was also from New York. And I remember she was teaching us math, but in such a charismatic way. And she'd be like, when you walk in here, you don't walk like you're in Florida. You walk like you're in New York. And she's like, and that's how you need to approach math. You just need to do it and not take your time or waste other people's time, which was
wow.
so
Damn.
crazy.
All right.
I was like, damn, she's
Damn.
so serious about this 1+1.
Damn.
But I don't know. I was just really inspired by it. I think I'm very
Bruh.
inspired by people being rough and passionate about what they love.
Absolutely.
And that's very much an East Coast thing. I don't know who else non-musically has really inspired me. I love looking at art, but a lot of my favorite artists. Oh my God, wait, Mobius. Jean-Gerard Mobius, he's dead. He is a French artist, I believe. I love his work. It's a lot of like 1970s sci-fi art, and that is just I mean, I don't really know how to paint that well or draw that well, but just taking something out of your head and making physical. Being an alchemist, even the book about like the book called The Alchemist,
Right.
that inspires me. I love that process. I think that's what has inspired me to make music. I want to be great like that, to do it in an organized way, in a skill way, but still have fun with it and be roughly passionate about it.
Wow. That's dope. That's beautiful. I love that.
Thanks.
There
It was a lot.
but hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There was one thing that you just said. You said write something and make it pretty. Like I think that I like that. I like that. That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
That hit. That was yeah. That
Thanks.
was all in
It was in the soul.
the regions
Yeah.
right here. That was dope. That was dope. So all right. So we talked about your influences, talked about your inspirations and stuff like that. So I know you got a single coming up. I should know. I'm the
Yeah.
fucking mix engineer.
And he's the feature.
I'm also the feature too.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I'll be completely honest with you. Sometimes I honestly forget that I'm an artist. Sometimes, like
I know you always say that.
I feel like I always forget that I'm an artist. Sometimes then I look down on my phone and I look at my notes real quick, and I'm like, oh, I'm an artist. Oh shit,
You're
I forgot.
now a podcast host. You're an engineer.
Fuck.
You're a studio owner, and you're also an artist. But I remember you saying like artist Dan has to. Come back out.
Yeah. And I've honestly been really working on Artist Dan. The Artist Dan hasn't really been around, so I've gotten really, and especially with the song that we got coming out.
Yeah.
Too, I've really been like, all right, bro, wake the fuck up, let's do it.
Right.
I've been plucking them every night. I've been trying to get at least like a few lines down, if anything. Throw a beat on that I'm working on or whatever. So I've really been trying to, get back out of my
Progress.
you know what I'm saying, and try to manage all the fucking hats that I'm wearing, because my hats is hatting.
The hats are hatting.
I got to throw the engineer hat on, and then I got to throw the artist hat on, then I got to the podcast.
The producer hat on.
The producer hat
business
on.
owner hat on.
The fucking entrepreneur hat.
Right.
Fuck me. I got too many of them hats. I think I need a bigger closet or some shit like
Right.
that. Or a hat rack. But yeah, so we have a song coming out. It's called Favorite Girl.
Yes.
Really, really dope record. I know the reason behind the creation of the song, but you got to tell the viewers
All right.
on how it was created.
So there were like multiple different things playing into this, but in January of 2024, I was in my last semester of college, and as we were all discussing,
See, this is what I get. Hold on, time
So
out, Hennessy.
rude.
Time out, bro. This is what I get for having a recording studio down the street from Harley Davidson. This is exactly
Right.
what the fuck I get.
The karma.
Because you got your goddamn motorcycles coming up the fucking street every 2
Disrespectful.
fucking minutes.
Right.
Them damn
Harley Davidson.
Davidsons.
But if you want to sponsor Dan O, Son of Cosmos.
Yeah, you should fucking.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Drew just
Close the window.
shut the fucking window.
Love it.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Tell everybody how that song came to creation.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, the screen.
Oh no, you good.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I was concerned. Okay, so last semester of my senior year of college, January 2024, and most of the time when I'm in the motion of doing something or not still is when I think the best inspiration comes for me, or the best little bloops of creativity. And I just thought I was your favorite girl. And that was it. And it was like 10 seconds in my phone, and then I didn't touch it. And then last summer I was unemployed. I was an unemployed college graduate, and I was at a park, Liberty State Park here in New Jersey, and I was walking around and I was listening to every audio on my phone because at that time I had a completely different project in mind, and I was stressing and I didn't know when I was going to meet producers or meet people or how I do that, and I just had literally my phone like more than 1,400 audio recordings on my phone of just random things. So I was I was hearing back every single one that I had done just in 2024 so far. Right. And at this time, I caught Bieber fever again. Justin Bieber, on his first record, has a song called Favorite Girl. And if you don't know that song, go listen to it because it's just iconic. Like,
Listen, the one thing about me, and we had this conversation, you know what I'm going to say. I was one of those kids growing up that hated Justin Bieber. I could not, I don't know what it was. I could not stand that man. Like I was like 10 or 11 years old. Baby. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
No.
Shut the fuck
Iconic.
up.
No, but I was in a Bieber fever again, specifically for journals. No, it was really bad, but like I really love that song. And actually Justin Bieber is my first concert, which is crazy. But
really?
Yeah, he's the first concert I ever went to in like 2009. Like it's like first
ever.
I think 2009, 2010, like his first tour. Yeah, for that first album. So I heard it live. I just don't remember it. Iconic. So I don't know. I was in the time of Bieber fever, and I didn't put that favorite girl and this favorite girl together. But I was just thinking about that while I'm on this walk, and his songs had been on repeat. And then I was just thinking about the past and someone that I had been with. And it very much felt like I was a trophy in a lot of different situations. And that's not like my first time feeling like that. So the lyrics, I thought I was your favorite girl, had you on the best high of your life. You know, now that you've done me wrong, where have you gone? Nowhere, because he's literally nowhere. So it's like a diss in a way, but also just me thinking of, wow, like, and I hate to say this, but I really was the best thing about you. And I'm like not there anymore. But that was just me thinking about, I know, horrible.
Holy
I don't feel that
shit.
way about everyone, but I had, you know, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation with someone and everyone's kind of telling you, why are you with this person?
Type shit.
I had that so many times and I'd be so confused. Like, why are people telling me this? Like, what's so bad about it?
Yeah.
And then it ends in the worst way possible. Yeah. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it was like the best thing about you.
I was saying, yeah.
So then that walk proceeded for like 2 hours of me going into Liberty State Park, going back, and I'm just literally, I don't know what the street is called, but it's kind of like a highway-esque, low-key dangerous. But I was walking there to get back to the train, and I'm just recording in my phone. So the initial recordings, you hear a lot of cars and beeps, but it was there. And she's done. And
Yeah,
then
she's done.
we met in December at the
Yeah.
Cymatics event.
Mm-hmm.
And
How
then
did she even find that event? Like,
it kept popping up on my Instagram. But when I tell you, I was
okay.
praying to the
Yeah.
universe, like, how do I meet producers? How do
I
I
love you
do
producers. You go to a producer event.
Yeah, I went to a producer event. Yeah. And then that's where I met Dan. And then this wasn't the first song we initially recorded, but I sang it, and he was like, hold on. And then he did
I'm
his
like,
magic.
That one.
That one.
Yeah. I remember the first joint. Oh, I forgot about that song. No shit.
I don't think I'm gonna show.
I forgot about that song.
Yeah,
No shit.
love her, but
Yeah,
she's not going to the project.
Yeah, so the story of that song from my perspective was like, we got done with the other one. We was playing around with the other one. I was like, all right, we're gonna come back to it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was like, all right, let me show you this one. Girl. I was like, wait, that
literally paused.
Wait, hold on. I'm like, wait a minute. Say it again. No. I'm like, all right, hold on. Let me just make a little beat situation.
It just felt right.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked perfectly.
And it worked. And I don't know. And then you were showing me your music. I was like, I just hear a feature. Like, I hear a rap. I don't know what it would be, but that's how I knew you needed to be on the song.
I got the book at home. I gotta lay the verse.
Right.
It's done.
Because this song is coming out in May 2025.
In May
Soon.
2025. I gotta go home, get the book. I gotta come back here when I have not work. So I don't have to worry about going to work. I can just come here and work.
Right.
Fucking what the hell was I about to say? Yeah, that's just done. The song's done.
Song is done.
Song's done. You're gonna love the verse, by the way. Yeah, that's that. It was just a spur of the moment because it was just like, first off, I'm gonna let y'all know also. Hennessey has a very unique voice, but it's like Aaliyah-esque.
Thank you.
Like, it's like you hear it, it's just like, oh, she sounds like Aaliyah too. You know what I'm saying?
You're the only person that has like said that. But I think like you might have, I don't know, but I also haven't sung in front of people in a long time.
We got to change that.
Yeah.
We're gonna change that.
Yeah.
We're gonna change that. We're gonna
yes.
go to some open mics and stuff like that.
Yes.
There's actually an open mic down the street over here. They be
Okay,
doing
so
it every
then
Thursday.
I got to do that.
Boom. Actually, today's Thursday, isn't it? Guess where you're going?
Yeah.
Guess where you're going?
Well, right.
No, I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with you.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Yeah. But yeah, it was like the song was a spur of the moment. I threw like a little. I'm not really. I'm mainly an engineer. I make shit sound good. That's my job. I'm the sound good guy. Like other people make shit, do drums and all that stuff like that. I don't really do it all the time, but I'm the guy that makes shit sound good. I make sure I'm the guy that makes sure that the drums sound the way the drums need to sound.
Yeah.
But I had a little spur of the moment. I heard what she did, and I was like, all right, let me see if I can throw a kick and snare or something like that together real quick, and it worked perfectly actually.
Perfectly.
And for a while, I was missing something. For a while, I was missing. It was a guitar, like a snare,
yeah,
and a kick, and it was just knocking. But it was like, damn, what the fuck is missing something else?
Yeah.
So the homie Justin, that's actually shout out to Justin Phillip Beats.
Shout out to Justin.
Yeah, Justin's the homie. He laid the bass line on it, killed it immediately.
It sounds so good.
It's done. The song's done. The song's done. Besides me laying my verse, it's done. So love it. I love that song, man.
I love that song. I feel like it's the perfect official release because the other things that I had released, that's why when I think you were here, or maybe it was just when me and Tango were here and he had called someone. I think it might have been Justin. I don't know. He was like, oh, do you have anything? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
They're such unofficial releases and they're so like scrappy.
Yeah.
But also one of them was a song I intended for a man to sing. So I wouldn't even show that to someone. Yeah. To this day, I will get that song officially produced and it will be a real demo for a man to sing. I'm not meant to sing that song. Okay, Drew can hear it.
No, Drew can sing it.
Drew can, he can hear it. He can sing it.
Drew can sing too.
He said, yeah.
And if Tango fucking tangos, he can sing it too.
Tango can sing.
Tango can sing his ass off.
Oh my goodness, he can sing. His voice is so beautiful.
Yeah, he can sing his ass off.
But then he told me he was a choir boy, so I was like, it's beautiful. His voice is so beautiful.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the song. We told everybody about your inspirations. Then we told them about you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to also know, right? What do you got planned for this year? Like, what's happening besides Favorite Girl?
Besides Favorite Girl is a project
Ooh.
that I hope to release in by the end of summer, beginning of fall. And originally this was not the first music project that I wanted to put out. I feel like I had been writing the same project my whole life, basically. And it had like the same themes and it had all this stuff. And we were talking about before about writing, you know, like you stress so much about what you're writing about or what's coming out of your head. And then I started working with you and even working with Tango and meeting other people. And I'm like, I just need to get something out, but I can't stress so much about what it is. So I had been meeting other people in the industry and like having conversations with them. And a woman that I met, her name is Tori. Shout out to Tori.
Shout out to
I
her.
was explaining to her that I kind of wanted an EP or a mixtape, if you will, that was more of like a business card that kind of just like got me out there. And it would be like 5 to 7 songs that I could perform that felt good, that sound good, that I didn't feel so emotionally attached to that I would keep keeping them away from people, which is what I felt like I've been doing this whole time, is like not even posting myself singing anything, because I would even feel like with my voice I have to like keep it for myself. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. So she said the word business card. Oh, so you want like a business card of music essentially that you can show people. And then I don't remember exactly what I said, but I had said, yeah, kind of like my profile. And so that is what
Right.
the title of the project is. It's profile. It's a profile
Ooh.
of my music as me as an artist, my official entrance into it. And yeah, I mean, I've really made sure in the writing process now to be like, that's for this, that's for this, and that's for that. Like really organize it and be like, this, I believe this is what people want to hear. It's what I want to hear.
Right.
But I don't feel this like lingering emotion that I have to perfect like the idea, you know,
Right.
because albums are serious, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
albums
albums
have
are-
like these concepts, you know,
Yeah.
like, and you want to perfect an album. I'm not saying that I don't want to perfect this, but I don't want to put so much pressure on it because it is just a first release.
Exactly.
But I need something to, you know,
Exactly.
do open mics and not just do covers, and hopefully do performances or whatever, and just make sure that it's mine.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, after Favorite Girl, hopefully another release in June, and then another release in July, and then bam, we will have my first project, and hopefully music videos to accompany them.
So you know me, I'm Mr. Positive affirmation.
Yes,
Super duper.
manifesting.
Do that shit.
Do that shit. Yes.
The one thing I've been telling people as of late, stop using the word hope.
Oh my God, yeah, you literally said that the last time I was here.
Stop
So I don't
using the
hope
word hope.
this will come out, and I will
Boom.
have a release in June, and I will have a release
So
in
for
July.
the viewers who don't know, right? So for the viewers who don't know, like when I work with people, I push them. I push their buttons. I see buttons and I push them. I say, but
Literally.
like I don't like not to like piss nobody off.
Not
but
in a
to-
rude way. It's literally to help us.
But you know, like I believe everybody has potential to do anything. Everybody's capable of something. So when I see people say hope, or like just say something that just doesn't like confirm their abilities, I'm just like, nah, bruh, fuck that. Don't hope. You are gonna do this shit.
Well, I
You know what
am.
I'm saying? Cause when you so to explain hope. Hope means there's a 75% chance that I'm gonna fail, but that other 25% is like I'm clinging to that 25%. You know what I'm saying? When you manifest, you know, I believe in manifestation too. And manifestation also comes from your words, not just from you going monk mode and crossing your legs and
Right.
meditating and nah. It's the words you speak. So if you hope you're gonna do something, there's a 75% chance that you're gonna fail.
Right.
So don't hope. You're like, damn, yeah, I'm coming out with another project.
I
I'm coming
am
out
going
with this
to do it.
at this time. I'm going to do
I
this. I'm
am.
going to do this. I'm going to do this. You know
I
what I'm saying?
do believe in fairies. I do. Do you remember
you know
that?
what I'm saying? Yo, no.
I think it's from Peter Pan, like the original Peter Pan, like in the early 2000s.
You
I
know
do
what?
believe in fairies. I do. I do. Sorry.
Yo, quick little story, right? Quick.
I'm so sorry. I had to. It was in my brain. And guess what? Tinkerbell came out because she believed.
Quick little story. Speaking of Peter Pan, wasn't there like a live? There was like a live action Peter Pan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck that movie, right? The only reason I say, hold on. Hear me out. At one point growing up, niggas did not have cable, right?
Same.
I was mad as hell growing the hell up because we had cable at one point, and then was like, what the fuck? Well, you know, we didn't have money and shit, so we didn't have it like that and whatnot, and we didn't have cable for a while, so we had to, you know, at the time we still had, you know, DVD players. Yo, rest in peace, DVD players, man. DVD players was such a vibe,
Iconic.
man. They were such a vibe.
Iconic.
Just the not ease of having everything at your fingertips was just dope. I don't know why, but it just felt the movie you actually paid attention to, because it's like, damn, bro, I can't really put anything on after this.
Right.
I have to get my ass up, walk over to the DVD player, eject it,
Right.
put another one in, and then go sit my ass back down.
Right.
But fuck Peter Pan. The only reason I'm saying that is because I had this. What was it? I think it was Shrek. I think I had Shrek 3.
Okay.
Peter Pan. All right, word. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So Peter Pan.
You were back on Peter Pan.
Yeah. Fuck Peter Pan. Yeah. The camera done overheated, guys. So it's all right. It's all good. We're back though. Fuck Peter Pan. The only reason I'm saying fuck Peter Pan, right? The live action movie from like the early 2008, right? 2000.
That was earlier than 2008. The live action Peter Pan, that was like early 2000s, like maybe 2004. Why? What happened with that?
Bro.
What'd they do to you?
Because I had the Shrek. When did Shrek 3 come out? Shrek 3 came out.
That's a great question.
Shrek 3 came out 2009, right? Maybe 2005, because it was a DVD.
2007.
That's fucking wild.
Shrek the Third. And then the Peter Pan live action.
Because I had a DVD, bro. I'm gonna explain why. 1 second. We got to make sure our timelines is right.
2003. I was 2 years old.
I was 3 years old. It's crazy. We're getting old.
What do you? Okay, you didn't.
I was born in 2000.
Okay, I was born in 2001.
See?
I was 2. You were 3. And what did he do to you?
So I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was Peter Pan. I'm still gonna say fuck Peter Pan because I know it was Peter Pan because the dude went to the window and he flew off in the sky and shit. But fuck that. Every single time that I put that specific DVD in, it had this whole Disney intro where it was the movies, and then it ended up getting to Peter Pan. And then the Peter Pan shit kept playing over and over and over and over again every single fucking time I put that DVD in, bro. And that shit would take for fucking ever, and I couldn't skip it. Fuck Peter Pan, bro.
You could say
I couldn't not.
Maybe
skip
it was the CD, people who issued it, the distributors.
No, I
you
couldn't
blame
fast
Peter
forward
Pan
it because my fast forward button was broken, so I had to sit there and just watch the whole shit. Just yo. Bro.
Sorry, Peter Pan.
I'm sorry, Peter, bro, but fuck you, man, because you made starting that movie a fucking nightmare, bro. I don't care. Y'all can leave a comment. Y'all can probably curse me out in the comment section about Peter Pan. Fuck that guy.
And then when you were 7, what happened with Shrek?
Shrek. I'm trying to figure. I'm really trying to figure out if it was Shrek or not. I had a lot of movies. We had a lot of.
Same.
Movies.
I had a lot of movies.
We had a lot of movies.
I had a lot of movies.
I had Incredible Hulk, which never worked. We had The Matrix, which I wasn't allowed to watch, but never worked in the first place, so it didn't even matter.
But I know what you mean. I think we've talked about that before, especially like with recording. Like back then, I mean, imagine like people who didn't even have like CD players, DVD players, whatever. Like, just a simple effort that goes into it. But even like recording music back then, like you had to do so many rehearsals to get those takes in that one time in that live studio, which is something I wish that we had now, because I think the pressure is on to get something right. Whereas like now we know you can edit this, you can auto-tune that, whatever.
You know what's crazy? Because at one point, auto-tune and all this shit didn't even fucking exist.
Yeah, no.
So and there was this one woman. I forgot her name. Wasn't Nina Simone? No, she was way. That was way. She was way earlier than that. Was way too early. But at one point, there was this one lady that was a singer, and she ended up saying that she got asked a certain question. Forgot the question, but she got asked a question about recording studios and stuff like that. And she was talking about, how the studios are operating at the time. Pro Tools and all that stuff started coming out, and and basically they were, around her time they had to record everything in one go.
Right.
There was only one shot,
Right.
so so everybody had to be on time. Everybody's notes had to be right then and there.
Right.
You couldn't fuck up. You couldn't do this shit.
Right.
Because if you fucked up, everybody fucked
Or
up.
like they have to load a new tape, like in cassette tapes.
They literally had the whole so
Yeah.
they got these things called tape reels. So basically,
Right.
I'm not too sure if at the timeline of where this lady was talking about, but the 24 track tape machine, you literally had to record on it, and everybody had their own specific tape. So if you wanted to punch in, it isn't just a space bar and you cut it back. No, you literally had to cut the fucking
The
tape.
physical tape,
So
yeah.
you had to take fuck, I fucked up. I'm like, damn it, that's $5,000. So you had to take
Right.
so you had to take the tape out, you had to play it, fucking find the spot where you fucked up at. The guy has to take it, cut it out, and reattach it.
I think I saw a movie about that. But yeah, that's so crazy. Now it's just, can you delete that for me?
Can
Can I start
you
again?
delete? Oh, okay, we're done.
I mean, we still have the ability to record in that essence of being like, you know what, guys, we're gonna go in a live record and try and do as many little takes as possible, which is what I kind of strive to do now. Like I know Doja Cat, she does for most part of her recording, it's single takes. Which is really cool,
dope.
but it's
Shout
also
out
a lot of
Doja Cat.
skill, a lot of breath work. Obviously, they can edit her breaths or whatever, where it's very different. Where like
Exactly.
Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas, I know they've said like an entire song might be 100 different takes of her singing each word.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
which
Yeah,
is so much
I've seen the clip.
editing to do.
I'm not gonna front. I've seen the clip. That shit would have got me tight, but it's worth it because
They want a perfect record.
You gotta serve the music, man.
Yeah.
You gotta serve the music. So like, yeah, like that shit would have got me tight. But I'm like, all right, we gotta do it. We gotta do it because if we want to take the sound the way we need it to sound, then fuck it. We gotta chop that shit 1,000 times. Fuck it, let's chop
I don't mind singing something over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But I'd rather, obviously try to sing it as cohesively as possible so that it's easier for you or whoever the producer and the engineer is.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But yeah, recording music now compared to back then, like they're really, I'm not saying there isn't a work ethic, but like
it's just completely different.
It's a discipline aspect now because like you have to walk in with that mindset, like, okay, I got to get this shit done. I gotta get this shit done.
And believing in it.
Yeah.
I think once we started Favorite Girl, now that I've started so many other songs, the first initial song that I came to you with, that was picked out of 5 songs that I liked the most, but felt the most ready to produce, if you will, where I had a whole bunch of other stuff that I just wasn't so sure about. And then I didn't even realize in my phone I had something like Favorite Girl who was pretty much ready, and it was, the moment I sang and we were here and you believing it, there was that belief aspect, that confidence aspect to it, which I think,
I get on everybody's ass about all this stuff. I'm like, nah, you could do it, bro.
Yeah.
You could do it, bro. Even if it's a song I don't like, I'm like, nah, you could do it.
But also they had deadlines. Like, we're independent artists. There was a whole label clocking them, being like, if you don't do this,
you're done. ...
You're
fired.
Or you have to do this. This has to come out now against your will because you have to go on this tour and you have to pay us back that advance.
Would you ever get signed? That's actually a good question. Would you ever get signed to a record label?
When I was younger, that was like my dream until...
I feel like that's everybody's dream.
Until I became... Because I'm a really big like pop fan girl. I became obsessed with One Direction and Little Mix. and so obsessed. I've met Little Mix twice. I became obsessed with them, and both those groups came out of the X Factor UK. And in being obsessed with them and being the biggest fangirl over them, I learned a lot about the music industry, because one of the biggest lore and theories is the contracts that One Direction signed, the contracts that Little Mix signed. What is a record contract from a person who steps off
Exactly.
of somewhere like American Idol, whatever? And then I was like, oh, like these people who don't do any music abilities at all, don't have any knowledge of it, pull
Has the
their
most control over your
yeah,
shit.
they pull their money together and they offer you this advance, and they kind of make this whole spiel to you about what they can do for you. And then you are essentially a slave. And then you
Yeah.
owe them, you're in a 6 album deal, a 3 album deal. You have to do this many tours. And that doesn't include like promotional records, whatever. I think now, I mean, it was so different back then though, because those people were like monopolizing the industry, where it's
Yeah.
now like art labels want you to come. Oh, do you have like 2 million followers on TikTok? Like, weren't you supposed to build
Yeah,
the
yeah,
following
yeah, yeah,
for me or help
exactly.
me do that? And
And
now you
even
guys are asking for it
and
in the
even
first
then, so
place.
and even
So
then,
no, I wouldn't.
so and even then,
Not
right,
now.
right. So like back then they were low key. I wouldn't say they were low key needed, but like they were low key needed because back then they had all the resources that you needed.
And
They had to. They had to go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, so they're the middleman.
Yep,
Like
exactly.
they're the person that speaks to the award shows and the radio
On
and,
your
and the
behalf.
distribution. Like they're
That's
they're
what I'm
like
saying.
this representative in a way.
Essentially, what if you were to do everything yourself back then? It would literally cost you millions of dollars.
Millions.
So, but they're doing all that stuff for you, long as they can get a return. They're investing into you. So what record labels are, for some of those that don't know, record labels are labels that or people that put money behind your music career. It's a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because the good thing is, yes, they're putting money behind your career and they give you an advance, whether it's $500,000, $500, or $500 million.
But it doesn't look like what you
It
think it
doesn't
looked
look like
like.
what you think it is,
Like,
because all that money is for it has to be recuperated by you. So if you don't sell, you're in a deflect. You owe them.
yeah, and then you have to tour your ass
You have
off
to tour
until
your
you pay those
ass
people
off.
back.
Yep. Yep.
And then also that advance isn't just, oh, well, this 5 million is, or let's say this 1 million is going to cover your studio time and it's going to cover this. It's also how people pay rent, because a lot of the time, and I've heard so many stories, like this is literally how people are paying their rent, with the record label advance. So like you have to pray and hope. And now with streaming, it's so different. People used to buy physical albums or
Yeah.
buy on iTunes,
Yep.
which is like, you can only hope, but you can still get like what they call pure sales. But now everything is a stream, and your stream is like half of a half of a half of a half of a cent. Because not
Which
even
is
like
crazy.
a million streams gets you $1 million, or maybe even
Nah.
$100,000. So you still have to tour. And
You know what's the fucked up part
regardless.
about that too? Well,
What?
even on a deeper level, right? So you was talking about the streaming back when we had physical DVDs and all that stuff like that. They were getting, if your album was like $10. No, well, I don't think albums back then were $10. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like what time frame?
Like let's say like way early 2000, like 2000, 1999, around
I
that
think
around that
anywhere
range.
from like $5.99 to $12.
Yeah.
For CDs.
If you were that artist, you would essentially be getting a percentage off of each CD sale. Like, you wouldn't even be getting the full 5 because the label needs a cut. Everybody needs a cut.
TLC said they got 25 cents per album sold. They were the brokest girl group in
That's
history.
crazy.
25. You're
fucking
selling millions,
crazy.
and you as the recording artist, you
Let's do
make
some math.
25 cents. Like, let's say you sold 25 million albums worldwide. Let's say you sold 30 million worldwide.
So
times 20.
0.25 times, well, how much
30
million?
mil. 30 million copies. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You only got 7,005,000. Wow.
20
7,500,000. And even then, right? Wait, is it? It's 0.25 times 30 million, right?
Yeah.
That's just me though. Hold on, what's it?
Times 0.25.
No,
Yeah.
I said yeah, 700.
But that's not in one shot. You're waiting to
You're waiting.
sell 30
You're
million.
waiting.
So maybe even at the mark of like 1 million, like they were not, and that's not
Nah.
including everything else they had to pay back, which is dancers and mixing and mastering. Like
Yep.
there was so much that they had to pay for. Like now it's different. I mean, obviously we're broker in the sense that we're in a streaming world down to everything from the TV shows and
Exactly.
movies, but we're up in the sense that that middleman is disappearing.
We could cut that shit out at will.
Yeah, like we can directly
Shut-
talk to the promoter
Listen,
and everybody
now
else.
listen. I'm not saying that record labels are completely useless. Record labels
Right.
can give you some record labels can give you distribution deals. Like they could just distribute your music instead of you going to other like third party distributors. You can go to a record label and get a distribution deal, and you would just work with a distribution deal. Now, if you get everything else, and then the contract you sign is shitty, like if you get like one of them 360 deals where you basically make nothing, they give you this big ass loan, but you have to pay all of it back. You're not making no money. And then you're fucked. So if they want to bench you, you can't release music. That's all.
Right, which happens to a lot of people.
That's what happened to Uzi. That's why he couldn't drop. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think what was it back in 2018, 2019? He kept trying to drop that album that everybody wanted him to release, and I'm not too sure. Y'all can comment down below if my information is correct. But bro could not. They did not allow this man to drop any fucking music. They literally would not, because he was in this deal, and they benched him.
I just
Essentially,
don't need anybody who's not working to get paid on my behalf.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And that's just the bottom line. If like I don't need, like, the idea of me having to pitch an album to a group of people who don't know anything about making an
Music.
album and bringing me people and logistics, and that's great if you are a person that works at a label and you are studying demographics and what people like right now, and you're like the logistics person and you're just trying to get us on a business standpoint on what sells. But at the end of the day, like, it's my art, my creativity.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't, all this stuff, all that stuff is really just, it's really just an investment. If you look at it like, if you like investing into an artist is like investing into a stock. If you look at it like that,
There's just a different control aspect that they want to have.
That's what I'm saying, because you're the item that they're investing into. So if I'm investing into the Dow Jones, I'm expecting a return on my investment.
I think maybe in a certain point of my career that will flourish is flourishing. All of our careers in this room are flourishing.
Oh, sure.
I think maybe at a certain point, like Victoria Monet, icon, love her. She waited quite a long time to get signed by a label. One, because people didn't want her at first, and then it became she was really rocking it on her own as an independent artist. Like, I need to see that there's something you can really offer me.
Yeah.
Because
that's
if
what I'm saying.
I've built the foundation, if I've built the fan base, and I've built the connections and all this stuff, like exactly what I said, just if you're not working, there's no reason for you to be paid or for you to be making decisions on my art.
Honestly, I told myself, and I told a lot of people, I would never sign to a record label. When I was younger, I used to want to be on TDE so badly, bro. I used to want to be like, I was trying to call these men. Like, I was like, yo,
My mom used to be like, you can't just email Jay-Z. And I'm gonna be like, girl, if
it was that
Jay-Z's,
fucking
if Rock
easy.
Nation's email, sorry, mom, if Rock, but me and my sister would really, she will always say that shit. But if Rock Nation's email was so available, number one, and J. Cole used to wait outside of the buildings for Jay-Z. That is literally how he got it. He had to wait outside the physical buildings. But if it was so available, girl, we would all be emailing them.
Everybody would be emailing. I would have emailed the motherfucker myself.
Right.
I would have been emailed the motherfucker. I would have been like, yo, Jay, listen, I got
Listen
my
to
tape.
this.
Listen to this, bro. Let me know what you think.
Right.
Like, the one thing with me though, as an engineer, and I feel like as people, the motherfuckers that are at the top, just throwing that out there, we need to stop glorifying them so much. The only reason I'm saying that is because we look, some of these cats we look up to musically, right? We don't know them on a personal level.
Right.
So Kendrick Lamar, I'm a fucking huge fan of Kendrick Lamar. I could spit "Ignorance is Bliss" to you, word for word, bar for bar, and do it in one breath.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him personally, so
Right.
a lot of people will glamorize these people and just start fanboying him. If bro walked into the
I
room
was a
right
fan
now,
girl. I'll tell you that right now.
if bro walked into the room right now, I would have been like, "Yo, bro, I love "Ignorance is Bliss." Let's get to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like what you trying to record, bro? Like, let's get something going.
No, I think I'd want to pick apart their brain.
At one point,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be. I'm not the type of dude that a fanboy over another dude. You know
But
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's okay. And maybe we sound old for this, which is so crazy because I feel like we're literally so young. But I think we're not in the same generation as our parents, where like people were passing out when Michael Jackson came out on the street.
Do you know
They
how
were literally
much?
going to the hospital.
Some people died.
People died. Okay, like crazy. And what you were saying about glorifying people, like I don't know how long I'm gonna be in this for, as much as I love it. I have a really strong sentiment of that you have to eat it while the fruit is ripe.
Right.
I'm not saying for something to prune. Like when my time is done, my time is done.
Absolutely.
And I think seeing fame, and obviously I don't do this for fame, you don't do this for fame, I don't think you do this for fame.
No.
We do it because we love it, we enjoy it, it's a passion, it feels like it's something innate for us. But I don't want it that way.
No.
Where my privacy is at stake and I have to worry about if I can eat this food right now or if this person wants to off me. I'm sure, for any person in the public eye, when they make it to a certain point, people start to hate you as much as they begin to love you. I'm sure that's the same for everyone.
I bet people.
I don't want it in that Michael Jackson, Beyonce
Some
sense.
people get death threats.
Some
people get death
If there's a way that I could headline MetLife Stadium without someone coming for what's in my tea or coffee, and then I can walk out into NJ Transit or Port Authority and nobody recognizes me. If there's a way for me to do both,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure, I'm all here for it. But if I can't do that, once the heart of my normalcy is taken away, I think that's when I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Because like me and my I'm overall I'm a pretty conservative person myself. So I like. I know I'm an artist, but I low-key kind of keep to myself.
But like you said, a hat. It's a hat you kind of put on.
That's what I'm saying. Like I throw the hat on real quick, take my ass the fuck home.
Even now, like when you like tell people, I feel like it's weird. People who are not in any sort of creative space, and you're like, oh, well, I'm a songwriter, and I will be successful, but I'm very much in the beginning stages. They act weird.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
They act weird, like, oh my God, she makes music and did it. I was like, oh, slow down. Like you don't know me personally. You just like what you hear right now.
That's what I'm saying. I would never want to be glamorized or looked at like some god of some sort. Like there's only one. There's only one God.
But also, I think I fear what that does to someone's head.
Yeah.
I don't want to be someone I don't recognize in a negative way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very scary to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be this. Like
an
object, like an object, or like some just
people treated Michael Jackson as an object. And so did his father. Come at me, I don't care, Joe Jackson, and so did his father. Okay, like those kids were nothing more than paychecks, and to a lot of people, it's nothing more than this this thing.
Tell it how it is. Tell it how it is.
That was a great question though before, and that was a great point that you made about glamorization. I love that.
Yeah, no, I just to reiterate, I just don't want to be, just like you said, I don't want my privacy at stake. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder and be like, damn, am I safe? Is my family safe?
Right.
Like, do these motherfuckers know that I'm who I am, and now I gotta worry about their safety the whole fucking time.
Right.
So now I gotta put security around them because this guy's gonna try to run over and like, yo, give Dan my mixtape, give Dan my mixtape. Like, yo, leave my wife alone, bro.
But we've also lived like literally 24, 25 years of having completely normal lives. It's different for other people, like Beyonce, who's been performing since she's a child, where like they feel probably like that's kind of normal to them in a sense, not
Yeah.
completely.
Like imagine going outside, right? Imagine going outside and everybody like all right, so boom. Let's say you go to New York Penn Station,
Yeah.
right? You get off the train and everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's fucking so and so." Yo,
Right.
blah 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 blah. I would be pissed off. I'll be pissed. Like, leave me the fuck alone, bro. I'm just trying to walk. I'm trying to get a damn toaster strudel from
I
the
feel
from
like
the.
it's different when it's like an event that people know about or like a release or something, you know,
Yeah,
because
it's
maybe you
different.
like expect that fanfare,
That's
but like
cool. Then
if
you're
I'm hopping the
prepared.
train,
You know, I'm in
y'all
sweatpants.
around me while I'm hopping the turnstile,
Like, get
because
the fuck
sometimes I
out of
don't
here.
pay. I'll be honest, I'm just like everybody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
remember that one time Constant Nat got arrested in New York?
He did?
Yeah, you don't remember that? You don't remember that? Because it was a
I'm not on that side of the
he
internet.
he quote unquote incited a riot, but it was literally him there because I think he was giving away PS5s or some shit like that. But everybody
I'm sorry,
showed the fuck up because everybody
there
wanted
was
a
a very
PS5.
concentrated time period of different people giving away PS5s, and they gave away PS5s at the Walmart by my house. And I was like, damn, like what's going on? I feel like everybody's giving away PS5s, not me though.
Damn, I want a PS5. Like shit,
Right.
fuck
Like
me.
everyone, I feel like a lot of
I don't
that
got-
was a very like concentrated time period, like Dream Doll
I'm
was at the freaking Walmart by my house. And I was like, she's giving away
I'm a
PS5s
cheap
too.
motherfucker. I'm a cheap motherfucker. Like I'd rather blow $500 on studio equipment than damn PS5. But shit, I still want one, motherfucker. Like
Right. As a gift.
yeah,
If you're giving it away.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
somebody drop a PS5 in the comment section or something. Like,
Right.
fuck you,
I'm
motherfuckers.
dead. He said drop one in the comment section.
In the
That's
comment
crazy.
section. How much time we got? 20 minutes, 26 minutes. All right, we're going 25 minutes. Okay. All right, we're going to kill it here because the other one is like how much?
That was 30 minutes?
27.
27?
Okay, so we're going to kill it here. But damn. This was a good conversation.
This was a good conversation.
This was a good conversation. Shit.
I can't wait to watch the other ones. And everyone,
Fucking
like,
PS5.
comment, subscribe. PS5 sponsor.
Drop a PS5 in the comment section.
What?
Please.
Sony sponsor. Harley Davidson for
Harley
the interruptions.
Davidson for
Just drop a bag.
just drop a damn like and shout out to Harley Davidson for making all that noise. They should give me a bike or something.
Right.
Shout out to Sony. You should give me a PS5 and a sound system of some sort.
Right.
And a TV.
Right.
And a few other things that I can't think of. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, y'all, this is your homie Dan from Sounds of the Cosmos. This is Hennessy. Dope artist, dope songwriter, dope. What else again?
Pop star.
Pop star.
Overall.
Just fucking dope. I love it.
Thank you.
Peace, y'all. Have a good day.